Now, of course, Nancy is the broker in charge for approximately 650 people here in Charlotte. I know she's Wonder Woman, but I know she can't do it all as well. That's why I exist. That's why there's other two brokers in charge in town exist as well. There's also a broker in charge hotline. Now, if I may ask, I just want to take a look at yours, Caroline. What's the broker in charge hotline you got right here? Right, that number there's 704, 704. You got 704 written on yours? I want you to put a line through that. And when we get to Paperless Pipeline a little later, I want somebody to remind me, hey Ian, what's the new broker in charge hotline number? It's in Paperless Pipeline, and we'll write it down, okay? Then I would maybe put that into your phone. And the broker in charge hotline is obviously, if you want to, you can give it right now.
855-242-5099.
All right, again, after hours, weekends, if your real estate world just happens to be absolutely burning to the ground, then reach out. Yeah. So stop and think. If it could be the question you might want to ask could be answered during the day, or is it something so important right at that point in time? Because you're in the middle of a transaction, it affects a transaction, then give it a call, and either Nancy or one of the other brokers in charge are going to pick up, okay? Or at least leave a message. We'll get back to you as soon as we can.
And please call and ask permission rather than forgiveness.
Before you do something.
Okay? I can usually help you before you get in trouble, but after you get in trouble, I'm not a miracle worker, so I might be able to get you out of it.
Oh, she is. She's a miracle worker.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Please.
But yes, it is easy to ask for permission sometimes, rather than kind of go full bore and full speed ahead and then find yourself in a big deep hole. And we have to kind of try and pull you out, rappel down there and climb back out. So, beyond the management team right there, department heads, hey, you got Joan Thomas on there. If you feel you want to try out for relocation, you're more than welcome to email Joan. And of course we have insurance companies, which I'm going to get into just a little later. And also there's our property manager, Michelle Messick. Just in case you know somebody, as I'd already previously said, who might want to rent the property out and might want a management company to help them with that. Now there's nothing wrong, by the way, with you if you want to list a rental property on MLS. You can do that. It's a real estate transaction, right? Just don't go handling monies for anybody else. Don't go managing for anybody else. Yeah? You can put the transaction together, help find a renter.
Marketing. That's
Market, correct.
You can sign in the yard for rent. You can, advertise at MLS. You put a lockbox on the door. That's about it. If a tenant comes along, you hand that name to your owner, and you don't vet anybody, you don't check out anything. There is a form that we had drafted by an attorney. It's under Wilkinson Forms, under Paperless Pipeline, you can use for this purpose. If you list a house and they also want to rent it, then you use that Form 106. But it's not listed, you can't use that form. So we did have one. If all they want you to do is market to rent, that's okay, but you can't do anything as far as managing it.
Don't handle funds, with the one exception, a commission check from that landlord for your services. Bring that commission check to the university office or to one of the offices, and that'll get processed, yeah. That's the only one little exception. All right, the administration team. Yeah, gosh, Laura Check, Glenda, John Simcox. Laura Check has been here an awful long time. She knows an awful lot about the company, and she'll be able to resolve your problem pretty easily, in my opinion. John Simcox right there, people of note. Goodness me, she does an awful lot of file check-in. Can you imagine if we close 500 to 600 transactions a month? And nowadays, where file paperwork has just grown exponentially over the years, that's a lot of files to check on a daily basis. A lot. So what we ask is, be concise with your file paperwork. We ask that you put it into Paperless Pipeline within 24 to 48 hours of you creating something. Because in an effort to keep this process streamlined, we need to be able to check your files on an ongoing basis. Yeah? And what we're trying to do is get your file paperwork in the rearview mirror, so all we've got left to close is no more than a CD potentially, and your check, maybe a disbursement form, and that's about it. We pride ourselves on paying you really, really quickly. But we can't do that, of course, if part of your file's missing, yeah? It's just a little frustrating. But also, just another quick, easy little point. I say easy point. You know what, if you put your file paperwork up there, and there are bumps in the road, just like I was talking about just a little earlier, then it's so much easier for Nancy, myself, any of the management team to go and look at your file paperwork and help resolve problems and defend you. It's so much easier being having to look at something in black and white when somebody's telling me something a little different in a phone call, ranting and raving about yourselves. Okay? Yeah. So help us help you, basically. All right, and then after that, Carrie Armstrong, Sue Machado, accounts payable. Laurie, Melissa, and Jessica. Jessica, by the way, takes care of your credit card. So if it's lost, stolen, expired, you'll be touching base with Jessica at some point. Okay. So there is basically the structure of the team right there.